My name is Alyssa.
And I'm Emily.
And you're listening to Slash and Slay, a horror podcast. Hello, Emily.
Hey, Alyssa. What's up?
Oh, just hanging out on a Sunday night. Hanging out on a Tuesday night or morning, whenever you're
Tuesday
listening
at 10
to
a.m. This is live. Can you imagine? Yeah, I'm actually at my desk at my office right now.
And I'm also...
Alyssa is sleepy. She does not have any quips for me.
I have no quips. I have no energy.
It's okay. I don't have much either, to be honest. I'm sleepy. I had a long night last night. I saw the infamous Mason Ramsey.
Infamous. Sounds like he's like a villain or something.
Infamous.
The infamous.
Mason Ramsey, or Walmart yodeling kid.
Mm-hmm.
Although now he is putting out music, everything. He was wonderful, so fun.
I love that for him.
Yes, he's adorable, 18 now, little cutie. But yeah, I was very tired. Now I'm like, I don't know, my brain's also off right now. What did you do today?
I woke up.
On the wrong side of the bed.
On the wrong side of the bed. I read most of the day.
Oh, good for you.
And so I wanted to finish this book before tonight, so I could slash or slay it.
Ooh.
You know, when it's like you have 20 or like you have like a few chapters left, and it's like
Might as well
try to get it done.
Usually, like, when I get to 60 to 70% of a book, no matter how long it took me to get there, I'm like, well, I'm going to finish this today.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
to.
You have to, like,
Get it
I
done.
hit the latter half running.
Yeah. But I had a pretty good weekend. It was chill. Just me and my husband. We kind of needed it. Like,
Yeah. A decompress, chill weekend.
Yeah, we hadn't really spent a whole lot of time together, just us two.
In quite a while.
And we usually go to my parents every weekend, so we can see his white shirt under the... Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to distract me the whole time, probably.
Oh, I saw the Spirit Halloween little vultures with light up eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching the Wizard of Oz on silent behind us.
The original.
There's Alphabet, as people call
Alphabet.
her. Yeah, as people call her on the internet. Anyway.
Sorry.
I'm glad you had a chill weekend. Did you watch any Christmas movies?
Yes.
What did you watch?
We watched a movie called Carry On.
Is it about a airplane?
It is.
Knew it.
It's a newer, it just came out on Friday, with Taron Egerton.
Oh, okay.
And
did he sing?
He did not sing.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason Bateman.
Oh, I love Jason Bateman.
And the girl was...
A girl.
What has she been in a bit? She's been in a lot recently, but I can't remember her name.
That's okay. Is she blonde? Brunette?
No, she's like dark hair, dark features.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a decent thriller. It was like a thriller, about so Taron Egerton played this guy who he works for TSA, and his girlfriend works in the operations or something at the airport, and he's trying to get a promotion. So he asked his boss if he can work the machines, the carry-on, when it goes through and
yes, like the X-ray.
check the bags. Yeah. And so he gets to do that, but someone is trying to get something through. And so they're trying to use him by threatening his girlfriend and something.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
domestic terrorism,
Ooh.
Gotta love it.
High stakes.
Yeah, high stakes.
That's fine.
And guess who was in it?
Who
Else was in it? Hank from Breaking Bad. Who was also
just like in the
movie
that we're going to talk about
talking
today.
about today.
Wow. I have not seen him in anything but Breaking Bad. And
And
now
he
2
plays the same
movies for you.
character. He plays the same character in everything
Every
he's
single
ever
thing.
in.
He looks like a cop.
Yeah, he just has the look. He has the
The
mannerisms.
vibe, yeah. If I got pulled over by him, I'd immediately start crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I don't have any drugs, I promise.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. DEA. Is it not? Wait, is it DEA? DEA? Yeah, DEA. See, I don't even know what it is. I don't know anything about
I
drugs.
don't even know what it is. I'm
I
so
don't know anything
far
about
removed from drugs.
drugs at all. Well, that's fun. Any other Christmas movies or any other movies?
We watched The Joker 2.
Was it horrible?
It was, I don't know. It's just like, I didn't understand.
I heard they just didn't commit to like anything.
Yeah.
And then like pretty much completely undermined the first movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, yeah. It really did.
Sorry, Toto just jumped and I was so scared of Toto.
He jumped on the edge of the
I was
cliff.
so scared. Girl,
Toto's a good boy.
I'm sorry, but Judy Garland act her little heart out in this.
She sure did.
Ain't nobody even on par with her.
Mm-mm.
No, they're actually all very good. Anyway.
Anyways, this part used to scare me so much.
Yeah,
When
the
she was
witch
here at
terrified
the
me.
witch, and when she was here at the castle, and the timer was like running out.
Yeah, absolutely terrifying. Maybe we should just do a Wizard of Oz.
We should.
It's actually scary as a child.
Yes.
Let's
see. Yeah. So the Joker, it was just, it like wanted to be a musical, but also not, and it did like undermine everything that happened in the first one, and also like, I think at the end you kind of realize that he's not actually the Joker.
Yeah. Isn't
He's
it like
not actually? It's like him and what he did inspired the Joker, because there was someone.
Okay.
Are you gonna ever watch it?
No.
Okay, spoiler for the end. So the very, very end, well, he announces he's a Joker. I think like there's like a grape scene, but not really. It's like they don't show it, but it's like they insinuate that he was raped by all these prison guards.
Oh God.
It was very dark.
And then doesn't the courtroom blow up?
Yes, he denounces that he's like, I'm not actually the Joker.
And then Harley is like,
and then Harley's
okay,
like, well, fuck, I don't
like
want you.
then. Yeah.
And then the courtroom blows up.
It's the actual Joker.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not anyone. They don't even say who it is.
Okay.
It's a car bomb on the street or something. And then he goes back to jail, and he's in jail. And then some guy is like, hey, Arthur, I have this guy who's been in the prison for a while. Like, and he's always kind of in the background, just kind of staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I have a joke for you. And he tells him this joke. I don't know. That he did to Murray in the first one before he killed him.
Uh-huh.
And then he stabs him. And then he's like laughing maniacally as Arthur dies. And he like, the guy who stabbed him is like cutting the smile into his face. So it's like,
okay,
making it seem like he's the actual Joker and just Arthur inspired the actual Joker.
Okay.
But I don't know. It was,
wow.
it was sad. It's just very sad.
I'm like, what story is that telling that furthers the Joker character and not just like a story of mental illness and poverty and like a hard upbringing that you could tell without him being the Joker? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
And also it's such a rip off of King of Comedy. Like, even Robert De Niro's in that. Have you ever seen King of Comedy?
But I know what you're talking about.
It's like almost beat for beat the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So much so that they asked before they even like got in trouble for ripping it off. They were like, "Hey, Martin Scorsese, do you want to like produce this?" And he was like, "No, because that's actually a rip off of mine." And they're like, "It's an homage." And he's like, "No, you're just doing mine, but like his name is the Joker." Like what? So, whatever. I think it's far more effective to see the like mental illness and I don't know, the strange obsession, all that kind of stuff in King of Comedy, which is such a good movie. So you slash it?
I slash it.
Yeah.
Slashed.
Slash. Do you slay Carry On?
Sure. It's fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's not like the best movie I've ever seen, but it was like,
Would you be like, oh yeah, Emily, you can watch it. It's fun.
Yeah, you can watch it.
Okay.
Good
Do we
Christmas
slash or
movie.
slay Wizard of Oz?
Slay all day.
Slay all day.
You know we slay all day.
Last night I didn't watch any movies this whole week. Like during the weekday, I don't think. Really trying to think. No, I don't think so. I watched Home Alone last night while we were getting ready.
I did watch Home Alone 2 on Friday night.
Home Alone 2 is better. I don't know what my sister was thinking.
Was it Saturday night? I can't remember now. But
I don't know what she was thinking putting on the first one. I've seen the first one. The second one's best, in my opinion. And then we watched probably like 3/4 of the new Ben Stiller movie called The Nutcrackers.
Oh, yeah, I did watch most of that too.
You watched most of it?
I had it like on in the background, so I was like kind of watching it, and then towards the end I was watching it. Like I watched like the whole thing out.
Oh, okay. I have to watch the last little bit because we had to leave, but it was like entertaining.
It was
like,
cute.
Cute and sweet.
It's cute. It did make me cry, but everything makes me cry these days. So.
Well. David Gordon Green directed that.
Who's that?
He did all the new Halloween movies.
What?
He's the one that played the dad in the first one. He was like, I have peanut butter on my penis. And we were like, okay. Like, it's not that funny. Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like, so forgettable. And he did, like, Pineapple Express.
Oh, okay.
Because I was talking about this movie, and I was like, I mean, he's not my favorite director in the world. But when I, like, watching it made me, which I usually don't care too much about directors, but watching it, I was like, oh, he's doing something interesting and different. Like, I'm interested to see. And even my brother was like, that's kind of like, it looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they were like dancing around the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this is like an interesting movie telling a meaningful story. Then I'm like, okay, let me see who directed this. And I was like, David Gordon Green?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Like, not that there's decisions I would personally make, but I think it would still,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything that's different and interesting is good to me. It's good.
He's good.
But that's the only movies I saw.
Yeah.
My sister did text me earlier today, and she said she finished The Husbands by Chandler Baker.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I want to read what she said, her little mini review. She said, I just finished The Husbands, and I said, did you love the ending? And she said, I would have been clicking that pen. And I was like, I knew she would say something like that.
click in that pen.
I would have been clicking that pen. That cracked me up. So that's Allison's review. She said she really liked it. So
good.
Thanks for the funny. I also would have been clicking that pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have no books.
I have 3.
Whoa.
Well,
look at you.
Okay, so I finished Hemlock Island. Hemlock Island?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I finished Hemlock Island.
Just slash it. Tell me to return it.
It's like, no, I think you could read it, and I would actually like for you to read it and to have your opinions on it. It just like the beginning part, there's a part in it where there's kind of like a twist-esque. It's not like a twist.
A mini twist?
Yeah, it's not like a twist in the actual, like, what's happening on the outside, like on the island, but it's like what's happening interpersonally. Like you find some stuff out.
Okay.
That you're like, oh wait, whoa, and then it kind of picks up from there. But it's also, it's like, huh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. So it's like I wouldn't put it on any sort of like best list or anything. But I don't want to necessarily slash it because like.
You did finish it.
I did finish it. I almost DNF'd it, but I was like,
okay,
no.
well, maybe you should just slash it.
But I don't know.
Once you got over the hump of like, well, I'm here now. I gotta finish it.
Yeah, I gotta be in this. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe just.
I felt bad slashing books.
I know because they tried hard. It takes a
tried,
lot to write.
It's also, like, I'm sure there were people that loved it, so I just.
But this is your opinion.
It's true.
And maybe I'll slay it. I doubt it, but.
I know we have pretty much the same taste. So.
Yeah, very similar taste.
I was gonna look and see. Okay. So then I read. The next book I read was. Hold on, let me get to my history because I forgot the author.
I need to get back onto audiobooks. I actually am reading an audiobook. I sent it to you.
You did?
I think I sent it to you and Emily. It was called The Ballot and the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's like a
It's nonfiction, but it's like a
yeah.
girl breaking down the whole history of the use of like the Bible and how politicians have used and like cut up words and tried to apply it to better their, you know, chances of success in the government and further their agenda and all that. So it's very interesting. So, and scary.
Horror.
It's
horror
horror
book.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other book I read was called Goodnight Beautiful by Amy Malloy.
Night night. Night night beautiful. That's what I would call it.
Night night beautiful.
Night night.
It was I Slay It.
Okay.
It was a really easy read. Pretty quick. It's okay, so it's like what Frida McFadden I feel like wants to do, like the unreliable narrator sort of thing. But this is more like it's unreliable narrators, but they base it on you assuming things, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But when you go back, because like I like got to the kind of the twist, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that the author didn't like try to lead me this way, and they did. But it's like if you go back and read it, and then I literally had to go back and be like, okay, and then reread some stuff, and I was like, oh wait, you're right. It's just me assuming. So,
is it like that thing where it's like a son and his father are in a car accident, and then wait, how's the thing going? It's like the doctor was his mother, and you assumed it was a man.
Kind of.
Okay.
But but switch it, like reverse it.
Okay.
I kind of want to tell you, but I don't.
You said it was a quick read?
Yeah, it's a quick read, so I feel like you could.
I'll just read it.
I'll
find it on my audiobook. You know what? I'll do it right now while you keep talking about
Good
it.
Night Beautiful. So,
Night Beautiful.
Slay It.
Okay.
And then, but I don't know if an audiobook might give it away. I don't know what it would do with the audiobook.
Let me see if it's on regular.
I feel like now that I told you,
I'll forget it. I'm so tired.
So the next book I read and that just finished about like an hour ago was Where He Can't Find You. Darcy Coates.
Yay, you did. You read it.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Oh, you did? When did you read it?
Like
a long time ago?
A few months ago.
You never slashed or slayed
I'm
it.
pretty sure I did.
Pretty sure you didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it now.
Anyways.
Somebody tell us if I did.
I finished it. I read it.
Okay.
I slayed it.
You do. Wasn't it so good?
It was so good.
It was like It vibes,
yes,
but without nasty
say that
child
too.
R wording.
Yes, it was like It, but you know, girl keeps it clean. It was very clean.
Because it's technically YA.
Yeah, it really is, because all the POVs are only from children.
And there's really not foul language all that much. I think the only adult POV is a father of the new girl, and maybe one little bit. Yeah,
it was like and then there was
mini
like
chapter.
The girl who survived, and then the police officer. They had like just one chapter that was like their story,
and it's like a page.
Yeah,
and the creepy guy that they thought it was, right? Oh wait, no, I think I'm convincing.
No, he never.
I'm confusing another book with that has weird POVs. But no, it literally is like It vibes. Same like concept too, but honestly scarier than Pennywise to me.
Scary.
Yeah.
It was freaky, and I feel like I haven't read a horror book in a long time, because I've mostly been reading thrillers, and this was truly a horror book, and it was creepy.
Yeah. Oh, like imagining the cavernous underneath. And that like freaked me out, because more so than like, I mean, like it obviously is scary to me, but that seems like, oh, obviously it's not of this world, made a whole huge cave underneath the town. But this one was like meticulous, like year after year.
Yeah, and it wasn't even
making
it was like, yes, it was like otherworldly, but it wasn't otherworldly. It was from this world. It was
like from this world, but so much evil and hate was put into it. And also like
And it was interesting because it did have like the deadlights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, oh wait, but it wasn't like, oh, this is a ripoff like at all.
No, I think it was like what I wish it would have
Yeah.
been. And there's no like, I don't know, all the kids are genuinely like very pure and sweet, and like I really like their dynamics too, and no weird things happen. Like,
I'm glad none of them died.
Yeah, I'm glad none of them died. I'm glad none of them
I was afraid they
had
were. I was afraid
sex.
Connor was gonna die.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna finish this if he dies.
Yeah.
Because I loved him. I loved all of them.
Yeah,
like they were all very like different, but all really. I don't know. I feel like they were just very mature for their age and very. I don't know. I just really loved all of them.
And then just the town, the fact that like, you know, the creepy town.
Yeah, and they like can't leave.
Yeah.
I think you'll like Winter People too, that I talked about last week, because it has the same kind of like underground labyrinth that's been created.
Yeah.
But not like, I'll say not like, it's not, I don't know. It's not like cavernous too much. It's just like tunnels.
Yeah.
But that freaked me out. And all the red thread. Ooh.
Yeah.
Pissed me off the police just like ignoring it.
Yeah.
Speaking of police ignoring things.
There's nothing that, what?
I was going to segue into the,
Oh.
Are you done with Slash and Slays?
That would have been a really good segue.
Yeah, but she had to ruin it, so that's fine.
Sorry, as always. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm about to start a new book called Near the Bone, and it's like supposed to be a legit horror, and it's like a cabin in the woods during winter. So we'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Ooh. Ooh. My friend read Dead of Winter last week. She
Emily?
really liked it. Yeah. No, Heather.
Heather.
She said she really liked it.
Good.
So we got another Darcy Coates girly.
Yay.
Yeah. I hope I get back into reading soon. I just feel like I joined another book club, and I started the book like literally on the way here, and I was like, I can't. It's a honker.
What is
A
it?
honker. It's called Birth of the, golly, I don't know. Golly.
Golly, I don't
When
know.
the moon hatched. Apparently it's super spicy, which, you know, is not up my alley.
Yeah.
And there's dragons, which also not necessarily up my alley.
Yeah. I'm not a fantasy girly.
I wish we've talked about this many times. We wish we were.
Yeah.
We just simply aren't. And it's like a 20-hour long audiobook, so
Dang.
it's long. Thankfully, I listened to it quicker, so hopefully I'll finish
Yeah.
it by tomorrow, but we'll see. And then hopefully I can get into some horror. Anyway, today is our much anticipated monthly Slash and Cage.
Nick. Oh.
Okay. Slash and Cage.
Slash and Cage.
Slash and Cage.
We didn't do one last month, but ignore that.
Ignore that. This month we are doing a wintry type horror film with Nicholas, the infamous
Cage.
Nicolas Cage, and we're gonna talk about it.
We're
We're gonna find out if we slash or slay it. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to the end.
So right now,
Oh.
no, to the end, but right now we're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
This month we watched
The
Frozen Ground, starring Nicolas Cage and Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens, John Cusack.
Which I thought this whole time was Kevin Spacey.
Really?
Same look.
Not really.
Looks the same to me.
No.
Okay, just me.
Just
It was
And
dark.
Hank from
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Yes, a happy surprise. So I watched this movie today. And I guess I must have missed the part where it was based on a true story. Because then at the end I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did it say it at the beginning? Based on a
It
true
did.
story? I guess I
It
missed
did,
that.
Yeah.
I must have not
Based
seen
on
that
true
part.
events or something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of, I don't know if you ever saw it, Insomnia, with Robin Williams, Al Pacino. Takes place in Alaska. Serial killer. Robin Williams is a serial killer, which is so weird.
I don't like that.
No, but he was really good. And Al Pacino is like the cop obsessed with this case. It's like that trope of like, I have to figure out this case.
Yeah.
But he's in Alaska, and so like the sun is always up because he's at the time of year where the sun's always up, and he can't sleep. So he's like going crazy because he hasn't slept for like days and days and days.
Yeah.
And he's like obsessed with finding Robin Williams and like finding out what happened to these girls and etc. But it reminded me of that a lot, and it was also in Alaska. So.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know,
This took place in Alaska.
this took place in Anchorage. I'll read should I read the synopsis?
Yes. Read the synop.
Okay. I feel like that's not. A teenage escapee, Vanessa Hudgens, provides a critical break in the case as an Alaskan detective, Nicolas Cage, hunts a serial killer who has been preying on women for 13 years. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So Vanessa Hudgens escapes. She's a like prostitute,
Sex worker.
down on her luck,
Mm-hmm.
having issues, girly pop.
Yeah.
And she
Thankfully escapes the clutches of the serial killer. And after being picked up from the police, they do not believe her because she is a sex worker, and they assume she's lying about her age, lying about her name.
And the person who she says did it is like a respected man in the
man in the community.
He owns a bakery or runs a bakery. Yeah.
Has a wife and kids. All these things. Neglect to mention his many encounters with the law, which we find out about later. Didn't
they say he has no priors?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, at the beginning, that one cop.
Yeah.
Like, didn't do a great job looking, sir.
Yeah, so actually you just assumed he didn't have any priors, which I would too, looking at the guy, which is a fault on our society. Let me tell you who the producers are real quick. I'll just tell you one producer, actually. 50 Cent. I don't know any of the other ones.
Okay. 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Okay.
Yeah. 50 Cent.
Sure.
This is directed and written by Scott Walker in his directorial debut, which I think is very good for a debut. I want to see what else he's. Oh, he doesn't even have a wiki page, so I don't know what he's done. Yeah, 50 Cent apparently. Wow.
It was very heavy.
It was heavy. I think it would have been. I'm so sorry, Vanessa. I love you, Gabriella. I love you, High School Musical. I love you, girl. I love you. You're beautiful. Congrats on the baby. Maybe it's not your role. Maybe this just wasn't your role.
Yeah. Because it was like, to me, it was like she was acting. Like, you know what I mean?
Nicolas Cage was fantastic.
He was
say that, as always.
He was the detective.
As always,
Hank was the detective. He always is.
Just doesn't even have to do anything.
John Cusack was the freaking serial
killer. Kevin Spacey.
Vanessa Hudgens was such a crucial role in it. I agree. Like it
felt like
she was
flat.
She was like, it was like a
caricaturistic. Exactly. Very characteristic. Yeah. Very over the top. Which in the moment, in these scenes where she's pleading for her life, are great, perfect. Yeah. But when she has to act like thug or whatever, like she was trying to do, when she literally said hard R. Did you hear her say the N-word, hard R?
I did not.
I was sort of like, Vanessa!
I don't remember
Vanessa, don't say that. She did. And I was like, and she was like, we don't, and she's like using all this street talk. And I'm like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. I know you're Vanessa Hudgens with smudged eyeliner.
We're soaring, we're flying.
Yeah.
Get the heck off the screen.
Get off the screen. I just think there was a lot of different options that could have.
Was this like her first kind of role she was trying to do after High School Musical?
No, it might have been 2013. But she was also in this other movie that I don't know if she got cast as because of this or vice versa, where she played like a runaway foster child, I think, if I remember correctly. And she had like piercings and cut short hair. So I don't know if they were like, oh, she was good in that, let's put her in this, or vice versa. But I don't know, I guess she just quickly stopped playing those roles.
Yeah.
But I love all the tropes that were in this, and then it makes it so like, oh, this is real. Like, you know, of course, like when the small town cops don't want to believe anything, and so the state troopers or the FBI are like, all right, let's handle it. And they're like, we don't want to cooperate with you because you're coming and stepping on our toes. Right. And it also reminded me a lot of Red Dragon, the movie that was like the prequel to Hannibal, but it came out before, so it was the first movie. Yeah. And it was the same, like, we're moving in 2 weeks, and she's like, yeah, we're done with this life. Yeah. And then he's like, one more job. Right. And she's like, no. I was so pissed at the wife.
Me too.
I wanted to run her over with my car.
Seriously, whenever he brought her to, like, literally, this girl is gonna die. She's been raped, almost killed, like, beaten, hunted down, and like, you're like, she can't stay here. Like, it's one, and he was even like, it's one night. He's
sort of like, there's nowhere else to go. She has nowhere to go.
Open up your little heart.
She doesn't trust anyone, and she said, get her out of my house. And then she did, and then she ended up in the hospital. Yeah. I was also pissed at Vanessa for continuously running away. Yeah. Which is understandable, because I know her life and her upbringing taught her to not trust cops and everything. And I applaud Nicolas Cage's character for never, like, proving her differently. Yeah. You know, like, he always told her the truth and like was out for her best interest. But I don't know, I was like, girl, stay put, please. You do not have to work your beat tonight. You don't.
I know. I was like
do not do Crystal.
Run away from the hospital. Like, there's literally a guy trying to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, it was just Vanessa for me, sorry. And then it was just very dark. It was like, just, I mean, obviously you have he's a serial rapist and killer. And he has like a whole ass family. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the part that freaks me out too, is because like, and you haven't read Ask for Andrea yet, but he also has a family, 2 daughters. The wife has no idea, you know? And so the thing that I couldn't stand about this guy was he had priors. There's no way his wife didn't know about those, right? She did, because there's that moment when they were sitting at the dinner table. Yeah. And I think she got like really scared of him or like something. Yeah. He like got a phone call and he was like, I gotta go. Like, and she was like scared. So there's no way she didn't know. Yeah. And then I didn't understand. He would just do it whenever they left. Yeah. I guess. They left a lot. Yeah. Because there were like tons of bodies. Yeah. He confessed to 11. Yeah, but then there was... No, 17? Like, and they found 11 bodies. I thought there was like 70. Yeah. At the end, it was like they found 70. They found 70 remains, but he only got charged for 11. Okay. Yeah, absolutely insane. And it's just heartbreaking that, like, you see this girl... Number one, you see these cops not put it together and not care because they're, for the most part, like, sex workers or women. Like, sex workers / women. And they don't want to believe them. And they don't... And you know, until it's too late. And they don't put it together. You know, like, they're not like... These same women are claiming these same things. Yeah. And at the beginning, that cop says the prostitute's claiming that he raped her. How can you even do that? Yeah, he has said that. How can you even rape a prostitute? Like that, I was literally like, oh, okay, I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, it was just like, it was not an enjoyable watch. No, I mean, I love a good like dark detective. Like, detective gets obsessed and wants to do all this, but I think usually in those instances the victim is already dead, so I don't have to like witness what they have to go through, and then having to see like, you know, the clock's racing until the next one, or like having to see what she has to go through was sad.
Yeah.
Especially knowing it's a true story. I don't know, like it's kind of the same as like when I watched Zodiac. That was really sad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's so strange, like, because that obviously, like, I hadn't really heard of that before. It's like Alaska, tucked away over there. How many years did he get? Like 400 something years in prison or something?
300.
Like a lot of years. A lot of years in
no
prison.
chance of parole. So
no.
It didn't say he like died in prison. He's like still in prison.
He could be. Should I look it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name was what, like Bob Hansen?
Robert Hansen. Yeah.
But of course, we're really here to talk about Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel like people rag on him, right?
I think they don't respect him for what he is.
But like,
oh, he died in 2014.
Okay, good riddance.
Good riddance.
But every role he does, it's just like I believe him. It's like I know it's Nicolas Cage. Obviously, it's just like a very famous face, well-known person. But with his roles, I believe that he is that detective.
No, he's great at like.
I believe
absolutely.
he is that chef with his pig. I believe.
Oh wait, 50 Cent was the pimp.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't recognize because the long hair. I think.
Yeah, he has long hair.
That's why I didn't recognize him.
He's skinny, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
50 Cent's not that
50 Cent
thin right now. Yeah.
A big man.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I was like, I guess I should have realized that. So sorry to put disrespect on your name.
So sorry, 50 Cent.
I didn't. The pimp was my favorite part. Love him, except when you try to backstab her.
Well, he did, but then he didn't.
Then he
did, and then he died.
Then he got
Spoilers.
shot. Yeah, sorry. But no, I agree. I think, like, if I don't know what it is about Nicolas Cage that gets the bad rap. I don't even think it's a bad rap. I think it's just like, I think, like I said, just not not respect. I think they just don't realize his talent. Like if it wasn't for him in that movie, what would we have? Like, yes, John Cusack was great.
Yeah.
But do you know why? Because he had Nicolas Cage to play off. The part when they were together, which was only 1 or 2 scenes.
Yeah.
That part was like golden.
Yes, when he was like grilling him.
That was so good.
It was very good. It was a very good scene.
And they just like worked off of each other so well. And what have we said about Longlegs? The scene when they're together, also being grilled, roles reversed. She is plain pancake. How do you say like a plain Jane pancake butter?
Plain pancake. Plain
and
pancake
he
ass.
is her plain pancake ass, and he's the happy smiley face pancake from IHOP with the yogurt squeezed on it.
Yeah, the fruity tooty rough.
The fruity tooty rough and Rudy. Rough and fruity. That sounds like a gay bar.
It probably is. Fruity. What is it called?
The Rudy Tooty.
Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity pancakes.
That also sounds like a gay bar. We should open one.
Yeah, let's open one here.
Yeah.
A gay bar.
Hey, you want to go to Rough and Rudy?
Go to
Rough and Fruity?
Rudy Tootie's Rough and Fruity.
Ooh, yeah, Rudy Tootie's Rough and Fruity. Sex bar.
Sounds like a
sex bar?
A gay sex bar.
A gay sex bar. I would love to go there. Just to see the vibes.
Just take a little peek inside.
Like, what's going on, guys? Oh, hey. Wow, fun.
Get it?
Yeah. I do think, again, Nicolas Cage owns the whole movie. The Vanessa Hudgens, like, arc to being a stripper, I was like, okay, interesting that you're showing me this. Like, I get that you're, like, trying to show, And it was like her story,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, and she was introduced to Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it was done so strangely. I just feel like they were trying so hard to be like, be seedy, be like on the streets, like you're a street girl.
Yeah.
And she's like,
She's like, okay, let me
my
put on
pimp,
this furry
coat.
like
Goodwill coat.
yeah, and like my eye makeup is very.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to be like, hey girl, like do this, rub it,
Yeah.
rub it off. You need a makeup wipe, honey?
Yeah, I think she had one good scene. The scene when she was telling Nicolas Cage about what happens.
Yeah.
And she like was like smoking and like crying.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was good.
Yes. And then in contrast, the one when they're at the roller rink, and she was eating fries, and she was like, what do you think this is?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? I'm a girl. I'm just a girl. What do you think? You're going to save me? And then she did like hard RN. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, okay, okay, I don't believe you. And then he tells this heartbreaking story about how his sister was killed in a drunk driving accident. And then she's like, just walks away. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
It was so strange. I also, the flashbacks in between, like.
Oh, yeah, from that one girl.
Yeah. That was sad. Really sad and hard to watch.
Yeah.
And also, like, sad to think about. That was real.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, this is so weird, but sometimes should I say it? You know what? Sometimes I'll be driving around, and I'll be like, I wonder how many dead bodies are in those woods. Do you ever think that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely do.
Okay, good.
There's a stretch of land that is in between. It's in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little town called Chunky, Mississippi. And as you're driving along, you realize it's the perfect place to dump a body. And I wonder how many bodies have been dumped there.
Please read Ask for Andrea.
I have it on my list.
Yeah.
I
think this is a good follow-up.
The problem is I have to buy those books. And right now I'm into my, like, let's not buy anything era.
They're 99 cents on Amazon Kindle, though.
I don't have that.
99 cents? I'll give you 99 cents.
No,
get my quarters.
I don't have Amazon. I don't have Kindle.
You don't have the Kindle app?
No.
Just download the app. Do you have an Amazon Prime account?
Yeah.
Then you're good.
But it's my parents'.
You can't buy it on there? Put your card.
I have my card, but the problem is there's like 60 cards on our account, and you have to it'll go to the default card, and it's not mine. I'm not gonna put my card as the default card.
Okay, then get the Kindle app. You can log on to my account and you can read it. You can read whatever I get on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. So read it now, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, it's also terrifying. I think you would like it now because it's like revenge story.
Mm-hmm. I love a good
against the serial killer. And these ghost women are working together. Mm-hmm. And then the wife is like, you're a serial killer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, I don't know. I would just like hope my body would be found pretty quickly. Like if I were to get killed.
Right.
That's so sad to think about, like bodies just being out there, like succumbing to the elements.
Yeah. To maybe never be found.
And also they had to kill the bear because it was eating her.
Oh yeah.
That's sad for the bear too.
I know, because he's just
eating.
He's doing what he's doing.
He's just munching.
He's doing what he do. So I am about to start working on my 10th audiobook.
Woohoo!
It's called Creep. And it is like a story about a girl who gets kidnapped. Oh. And her best friend is like trying to find her.
So it's giving fresh.
It's giving fresh. It's giving
fresh.
You getting kidnapped and me trying to find you.
If it was a role reversal, I'm so sorry. You're screwed.
I know. That's why
you better you better settle in for a long time.
No, I'll be
like, Bree, you're gonna have to help me, please. Bree, help me. We need 2 brains. I'd be like, well, she hasn't texted in a while. Oh well.
She's probably fine.
She'll be all right. 3 weeks later. I should check on it. Oh.
No, I'd be
But that's
dead.
so exciting.
I'd be dead by then.
Yeah, so sorry.
Because I'm not
Apologies.
succumbing to anyone's wishes of me.
I would go through if I knew, like, I knew the vicinity you were in, similar to Gray After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay in the woods and do all that.
Would you?
Yes. I really would.
Yes.
Well, I was like, if I had a sleeping bag, yes.
If you had the gear. And I would hope you'd come with the proper gear.
If I didn't, you'd be like, why'd you come unprepared? That would be the first thing you said. You're like, how long have you been in here? Yeah. And I'm like,
why
oh, so cold.
Why are you unprepared?
Yeah.
And I find you dead.
Yeah. She
'Cause you
came
did not-
unprepared. Just this. And you got yourself out of it. Yeah. Sounds about right. That's what would happen. Like, oh, she fell in a bear trap and died.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what's also crazy about this movie. I feel like we haven't... I hope you all watched it in preparation for this.
Yes.
So that you can know what we're talking about. When they're doing the interrogation and Nicolas Cage is like, okay, well, you're saying that it was a misunderstanding about money.
Mm-hmm.
She says that you tied her up to a bear trap and gagged her and then made her, like, have sex with you at gunpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah. Excuse?
Where's
So
the
what happens?
where's the misunderstanding there? Where is it? He said, oh, that one was also a misunderstanding. Oh, well, she says that you literally held her in your dungeon for 7 days. Excuse me?
That was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Like, and doesn't he say, like, they can't all be misunderstandings or something like that? Or like,
Yeah. And he said, do you think
How do
they're
they
all
all-
17 lying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, maybe.
Sounds like something else I know.
Yeah. Anyway. Couldn't be me. And I also love, like, when they're looking for evidence, like in movies and stuff like that. I'm always like, you gotta find it. There's a secret door. There's a trap door. There has to be one. And then there was. And I was like, hee. And the FBI profiling that they were like, he's probably a white male, blah, 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 blah. And, like,
And
got him.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. That
and
stuff,
guy,
like,
he was like, I can't.
freaks me out.
He's like, we can't go based off that.
What do you
Like,
mean?
what's
He's
the
right
point?
there.
What's the point of doing that then? If you can't go based off of it.
That's what, after this movie, I was like, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's too many people that are innocent get convicted and vice versa. Because, number one, the amount of evidence it takes to convict someone is crazy. And then also, like, also vice versa. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes, and jurors, I'm so sorry. I do not want my peers deciding my fate.
Right.
I know some of you. I see how you drive and walk.
Y'all are dumb
Like
as
that.
shit.
Y'all are
Y'all
so
cannot
stupid.
decipher evidence.
No, you can't. Y'all can't even function on Facebook. Like, no. So that's crazy.
But
And then also, like, there's been a few Amber Alerts around here recently that were so sad. And there was, like, these 2 twin children that were missing around.
Yeah.
And that didn't even get, like, some of those don't get Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Because to qualify an Amber Alert, you have to have witnessed the child being taken. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense to me.
I don't get it. And, like, it's just so, like, the whole thing with, like, with grape and, like, there's not a whole lot of ways to prove it.
No, but
You
she
know?
had the one way you could, and they still refused to
No,
even
I
believe
know
it.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like there's not a whole lot of ways to prove it. Even, I mean, like, taking, like, the semen.
Oh, you mean, like, consensuality?
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's, like, they do rape kits, and then those rape kits just sit untested for, there's, like, so much of that happens.
Yeah.
They never get tested.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really...
What
makes me
did
really
what would
sad.
she have to gain from putting him in jail?
Right.
From coming to the cops, they obviously know who she is. She knows
Yeah.
they were going to know who she was.
Yeah.
She got help. She escaped, and they still refused to believe her.
Mm-hmm.
Assumed, oh yeah, she would love those scuffs on her arms. I'm sure she loved having those, begging you to get them off of her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she loved that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. But the profiling stuff does freak me out. I read a book by the guy who like kind of started all of that, who the guy in Silence of the Lambs is based off of.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI guy.
Yeah.
And how they like came up with the profiling stuff, and it's just like so like freaky to think that we can all be pinned down based on our behaviors, and then also like the mind of, it was called Mindhunter, actually. I just remembered it. Mindhunter. Yeah, which is the TV show is based off of. The way that you can like these narcissistic, and I mean, they're not all narcissistic, but these people that do these things, there's a pattern. And so many times people refuse to see it, or people don't know, or people, like his wife, you know, I'm not victim blaming his wife because she went through crazy stuff too, I'm sure. But like she refused, like she turned a blind eye to his behaviors too, you know? Which we're more than willing to do to not confront uncomfortable conversations. Yeah. But Nicolas Cage said, no, we're going to have this conversation. He said, this bracelet, I found it. I love it.
That was good.
That was good. His red herring.
Love it.
Love it.
Do you slash or cage it?
I mean, I feel like we haven't slashed any Nicolas Cage movie.
No, because we have
because
to cage
Nicolas
it
Cage.
because it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So it shall be caged.
Yes. I think it was respectful of the victims, told the story well of
and she
her.
I think
she was involved in it.
She was involved in it, yeah.
Yes. Told her story.
It was her first time
telling her story. Yes. So I think that was good. Vanessa Hudgens was just weak in the role, in my opinion, and brought it down quite a bit for me. But Nicolas Cage was like carrying the world on his back in this.
As he does.
As he does. And so for that reason, I will cage it.
Same.
You
Same.
cage as well.
Cage that boy.
Cage that boy. So next week. You know what we're going to do? Build gingerbread houses and watch Krampus.
Build gingerbread and watch Krampus.
Also,
next week is literally Christmas.
I know. Christmas Day. I was thinking, I don't know what your plans are, but like late Christmas night. I have to work the next day.
Ew.
I know. And the day before. Insane. But I really want to see Nosferatu on Christmas.
Ooh.
And I know a lot of people would like to as well. So if y'all want to.
Okay.
Imagine if Nosferatu, Nicolas Cage is Nosferatu. So much better.
Oh my god.
Can they reshoot it?
They should.
Skarsgård,
Watch
you're
it just
out.
be him. He's like.
Yeah, he's like.
They kept it a secret
Renfield?
the whole time.
He's just in color, everything else in black and white. And he's like, hey. I'm so excited for it though. Looks like it's gonna be a maze.
Yeah.
Would that be your? Have you seen The Lighthouse? You've seen The Witch.
Seen The Witch?
The Witch. And have you seen The Norseman? I think that's the only Eggers I haven't seen.
No, I don't
yet.
think so.
I haven't seen that one. That was his most recent, I think. Or The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse was with the Robert
Pattinson and the sexy mermaid doll that he had sex with, and Willem Dafoe. Yeah, you didn't see that one, I guess.
Was there like things that came into the lighthouse? Creatures? What am I thinking? Okay, then I haven't seen it.
The Fog?
No.
The creatures do come into...
to a lighthouse?
Yeah. But that's an older movie. No, this one is them having like fever dreams, being in a lighthouse and like possessed by sailor. It's like folklore sailor tales. Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are like stuck on this lighthouse.
He has sex with a mermaid?
He has like fantasy sex with a mermaid toy or with a mermaid.
Toy?
It's like a little wooden figurine.
Oh.
And
Ow,
Willem
that
Dafoe
hurt.
and him are like, should we?
Wow.
And they're like, yeah.
Do they?
I can't remember. I fell asleep at the very end.
Oh. So maybe
I think
it
Willem
ended
Dafoe
with a bang.
dies at the end.
Oh.
I think. And then Robert Pattinson goes into the light at the very top of the lighthouse, and it's like, I don't know. It's like a fever dream of a movie.
Yeah.
I think it's just supposed to be like sailor tales, folk tales,
Oh yeah, I don't think I saw it.
Seamans.
Lots
If you
of
know what I'm
semen.
saying. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I think you'd like it just because it's like artsy, but
Yeah.
he's a great director. But I'm so excited for
Nosferatu.
Very Christmas.
Very Christmas.
What if it ends up being just a retelling of Nosferatu?
it's just Nosferatu?
Yeah, and I'll be like, well, this sucks.
Well,
I think I've grown to hate that book more and
This
more that I've marinated on it.
I think if it was a movie, it could be better. They
Have you
made it to a movie?
They made it a TV
was
show.
A TV
AMC
show.
TV show.
I never saw it.
I just imagine like trailer trash having to deal with an old man
Yeah.
in a old car. I'm like, all right, cute.
And I could never forget that lady and the way she did his voice.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was so raspy.
I was like, okay, girl, you okay?
But it was
Need
like
some
it was
water?
raspy, but it was like she had the crispy R's, I think, in there. Crispy R's.
The crispy R's.
Crispy.
And he'd be like,
R's.
here's my
And it
creepy
was
ass.
raspy and it was crispy.
Yeah, that was really good. That was it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was terrifying. Nothing, y'all. Nothing,
y'all.
I actually told Heather because she was reading some like holiday horror, and she's like, I was gonna read that, and I was like, you're good. You don't have to. You can skip that 500-page
It's
honker.
so long for no reason.
That is literally like Sleeperville. The only parts I remember are the bridge of her going in the little tricycle and the creepy dude that he got to be friends because he was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to Christmas land.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're a 50-year-old man virgin who has mommy issues.
Yeah.
And you're mentally ill.
Didn't he like R-word a bunch of people?
Yeah, he did because Nosferatu
killed.
was like, yeah, you can
Yeah.
if you want to. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going to take the children and R-word their mommies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we didn't like it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But regular Nosferatu, I'm hoping is amazing.
Me too.
Yay.
But next week episode,
Krampus.
we are talking about Krampus. I have not watched it yet.
I
this
haven't either.
season.
That'll really get me in the
So,
season
yes.
spirit. Even though it's 62 degrees here.
Oh my gosh.
It was
pissing me off.
so
It was 70
warm.
degrees here today. It's pissing me
Yeah.
off. It feels like humid outside.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh. I curled my hair this morning. We went to the
Mhm.
Arboretum. For what? And I was wearing this. I was like dying.
Sweating.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off. I wanted a white Christmas so bad. I don't know why.
Babe.
I was just like, it's going to happen this year.
We'll never have one. Have you ever had one? When you lived in Colorado?
I lived in Colorado and I had one.
Here, though?
Not here.
One time it snowed on Christmas Eve here. I don't know if you had moved here by
I
then.
don't think so.
No. It was when we were like, it was over 15 years ago. So.
Yeah. So no. I just like, I want to have like, you know how on Christmas Eve, it's like, it's cold and it's like
No.
overcast. And
Mm-mm.
then
I don't know that.
But okay, you've seen it in movies, so you do know.
Yeah.
And then it gets dark, at 7 o'clock, it's like, starts snowing. Everyone looks up and it's like, they're like, it's snowing. We're going to have a white Christmas.
We're
And
going
it's
to have a white
snowing.
Christmas
We're
after
We're
all.
going to have a white Christmas.
We're going to have a white Christmas after all, Nanny. Oh,
That's what I want.
We've reached delirium of our tiredness. We should make a movie. Yeah, that's not going to happen ever.
I know, but I was like, maybe, you never know.
I know. It's global warming. Actually, you do never know because of global warming also.
Okay, here's what's going to happen.
In 4 years, the world is going to burn.
Yeah, no. Well, besides that,
Okay.
just for this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to text Jared.
Mm-hmm. At
gonna-
6:59.
You're going to tell him, hey,
Get on the
Alyssa
balcony.
really wants a white Christmas. Please make it happen somehow. And then maybe he will.
He'll pray really hard.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Dear God, please.
Please. And then he's like, I tried.
I tried my very best.
I'm like, even if it's fake snow, just
Okay.
give me something.
I'll tell him.
Okay.
I did flock something with the spray snow.
Yeah.
I can flock you.
I don't want to be flocked. I want it to come from the sky.
It's just spray paint. I don't know what they... That's such a ripoff. They're like, each
Right.
snowflake, and they put Santa on there. And I was like, this is spray paint.
But doesn't it comes off like just with a wash, right? Wash the window?
Yeah, but it's like semi-dried spray paint coming out, and it got all over my fingers.
Uh-oh.
I built a chimney.
Cute.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. Anyways, watch Krampus with us and build gingerbread houses and watch The Frozen Ground if you didn't. And follow us on Instagram at /SlashandSlaypod and on TikTok while you can at /SlashandSlaypod.
Right.
And send us an email at slashandslaypod@gmail.com.
Don't forget to keep up with us, guys, because we are doing things.
We are doing the thing. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye. Ho, ho, ho.